Now that we appear to have solid allies in the Rock High Kingdom, our exploration of the galaxy continues without and within. Hey there, Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Federations in our Final Federation 2 series. So I'm sitting down for a fresh recording session here, and it occurs to me that after the last episode, particularly the things that I said at the end of the last episode, I want to talk a little bit about the anomalies that I have so far been ignoring for the most part. Not literally ignoring, but not investigating. So if you're a newer player to Stellaris, the anomalies are actually something that you're going to be looking into, preferably a little bit sooner than I've looked into them. I have gotten a number of challenging anomalies. I've gotten a lot of really cool things that are not anomalies, like the enigmatic fortress and the ruined matter decompressor around the Federations black hole. But as far as the anomalies go, I have gotten a lot of challenging anomalies. Now, the way the current anomaly system works used to be that you could actually fail, as I believe I mentioned. And they've now changed that to a system where if your scientist is underskilled, you simply can take too long, or just a long time, too long is subjective, to research the project. And so if it hasn't been clear up to this point, I have done kind of pretty quick rejections, desk rejections, if you will, of anomalies that have come up, because a number of them have been challenging. And I now, as you know, have my science ships and scientists looking into them. And the reason that I've put them off is that I've been in the early game exploration phase. And so the decision basically is, do I spend over a year, maybe even 2 years or more with this one scientist of game time just looking into this challenging anomaly while they're low skill, or do I let them explore, level up, and then come back and look at these level 4 and level 5 anomalies later? All anomalies in the game have a certain level. As you can see, my minimum is 4, and Luke Pelletier is looking into that in Hadar right now. So that's kind of what has resulted in some of these anomalies sitting unattended for a while. The other thing that's resulted in that is I lost my early game scientists. So unfortunately, we're now in a place where, kind of unusually for a game of Stellaris, we still haven't discovered anything about our precursors because all of the anomalies in our inner territory haven't been investigated yet. They're high enough skill that we didn't touch them, and then our scientist died. So we lost our progress towards being able to do so quickly. So just know that that's how the dynamic works, and you as a player might make a slightly different decision as a result. So let me take another look as I begin here at what my scientists are up to. So you are going to Sehutum. You're going to, all right, you're just doing automatic exploration. Yeah, tell you what, why don't you go ahead and survey here? I want to figure out what's going on out this direction with this science ship. Is this the closest one to the bottom? No, you're going to check out Sehutum. Tell you what level are you? You're level 3? Let's have you come out here and then maybe go... Oh, wait, no. It was this one and then that one and then that one. How about that? And then I suppose after that we can... Let's see what's going on down in this particular cluster. I want to know what's going on around this pivot point, and then I'll activate Auto Explore after that. And then for this science ship, you're already looking into Hadar. And then it seems you have another order after that. Can't quite tell what. Alpha Centauri B3. Okay. Amazing how you can just point to something in this game and it'll tell you almost all the time. Paradox tooltips. They're awesome. All right, so yeah, you're checking that out. And then what do we have here? It's been a few days since I recorded for this, so I don't remember what orders I gave. So yes, I'm just giving some new orders to my science ships. Let's see. And you are looking into... All right, you also have the order to survey. Oh yeah, I just gave you that order. So why don't I have you research that anomaly instead, because that's the one you were going to take a look at. And then do I have any science ships queued up to look at that one? It appears not. All right, so there's that. And then I'll circle back with my most qualified scientist when it's time to get the level 7 anomaly in Myton. So, looks like those mining stations are already being built. Let's go ahead and go to speed 2 as we kick off. As I said, we are investigating the... Oh, look. Hang on. Slow down. We're investigating new ways to expand our territory, both without and within. And it looks like Avalon is ready to convert to a standard colony. Now, they have a bit of an amenities issue. I can promote that particular... Or I can upgrade that particular building. Promote. Gene clinics are still 44 months away. I really would like the gene clinic to be here. Gene clinics are going to give me both pop growth and amenities. Now, that upgrade will deal with the amenities problem a little bit, if you want to see another quick preview of what it does for you. So this is an upgrade over the reassembled ship shelter, which gives +3 housing, +3 amenities, and +2 colonist jobs. So a little bit better. And now, instead of having colonist jobs, they're administrator jobs, interestingly enough. Colonists produce a small amount of food and amenities. Administrators produce unity and amenities. So this kind of converts the basic job of the core building. This is kind of an important note. It's micro. It's not going to impact your economy hugely, but it says you have now changed purpose. You are a planetary administration building. So I think I'm going to leave this slot open until such time as I can build those gene clinics, because the gene clinics having a 10% pop growth bonus for the rest of the planet's life, which is huge. We have an agriculture district still building on Atlantis from the end of the last episode. So let's go to speed 2 once more. How are our factions doing? Council of High Tech, Science Without Borders, Research Treaties, Dull Edge. A badly damaged military vessel bearing elaborate alien insignia circles Hadar. The ship has suffered a heavy incendiary attack which has melted its hull, leaving no survivors aboard. No weapons known to us today can produce temperatures high enough to cause such an effect. Perhaps the ship's logs may shed some light on its violent end. Examine
Situation
the logs.
log has been updated.
All right, so now we have a project. I'm going to order Luke to look into this. Yeah, so that icon's going to be there for a bit because I'm, frankly, ignoring it. Until we have finished this project up here. Okay, it looks like our allies, the Rock, well, not quite allies yet, but they're getting there, have expanded into Hishmal at long last. I didn't want to take Atos Neria because having 3 jump lanes into a system just bothers me. I prefer to have like 1 entrance point into my territory. Those are the systems that I prefer to lock down.
A special project has concluded.
You are free to have different opinions on this. That's one of the reasons these grand strategy games are lovely, is that they're deep enough that you can approach the gameplay from different perspectives. An analysis of the ship's logs reveals that the crew met its demise when trying... Oh, hey. Lovely. Okay. When trying to retrieve an irreplicable, not irreplaceable, irreplicable, alien artifact called the Rubricator. It was stolen from their society by a pack of thieving rats, air quotes, a curious choice of words as they themselves are most rat-like in appearance. The logs are mainly comprised of curses, willing the rat robbers to the end of the universe and beyond. The crew has counted upwards of 50 individual words for defecation, as well as a wide selection of places from which a star's light cannot escape, but their arduous work has paid off. Wow. We have uncovered the last known location of the Rubricator in a previously uncharted system, and if we are to believe its former owners, its powers are worth pursuing. We must have the Rubricator, or we can leave, which gives us nothing. All right, so...
Situation log has been updated.
Where are you? Oh, wow. Really? That's where it is? Hang on. All right, Luke, go check it out. Now, notice we do have the ability now to build a physics outpost, so finally Hadar is useful. We're going to go ahead and survey that system with Luke, and I'm going to send this construction ship to build that research station. We also have to make some decisions, as I mentioned last episode, about where our additional star bases might be placed. I believe one is building an Aya Stars, right? Yes. We can see here, actually. Aya Stars. Sirius is already up. Sol's already up. Coria is already up. We'll keep an eye on these construction ships, and pretty soon we will have more to do. I believe I had a question in the comment section. I can't remember if I've answered it in this episode or the previous one, but these are districts. Yeah, I don't remember enough about whether I said so in the last episode, so I'm not going to go into the long explanation, but why this secondary border exists within my main borders is that there are different districts. Currently, there's only one, I know it looks like there's a second one here, but it's just because of the border gore of this little funnel. The Rubricator. At the coordinates for the Rubricator's last known location, we have discovered a habitable planet with what we believe may be some form of settlement, covering a large portion of its surface. The settlement consists of tall, pile-like towers visible all the way from space. Our archaeologists are eager to excavate it in search of the Rubricator. Start digging. So, let's take a look. This is the Diomia system. Diomia 5 is a relic world. Man, all the quest chains. We've been talking about this in the comment section. There have been a lot of narrative things. Sooner or later, we're going to find the worm in waiting, and then it's just going to be over. But for now, we have Diomia 5, which is a 23-slot relic world. On a dry climate, a city once stretched across this entire world. Only ancient and abandoned ruins remain now. Their original inhabitants long since departed. So I know what's coming here. We've had this in another series that is currently ongoing on the channel, and we'll be bringing it back soon, assuming that the save still works. I haven't booted up Legacy of the Forerunners since Federations dropped, so we're going to have to see. All right, now we need to add Wither to our territory. Actually, no, let's add Mighten.
Research concluded.
Basic
Construction
Strikecraft.
completed.
Okay, so we've arrived in the Hadis system. Brand new system to look through. Quite a large system. These manned strikecraft are launched from a mothership and rely on their speed and small size to survive long enough to punch through enemy defenses. Good. So we now have strikecraft and hangar base. This is going to help us place our star bases in order to control piracy. And I might talk about that this episode, assuming no other things come up. Now, for our new option, I'm going to go ahead and go for the next level of coil gun, because I am wary enough, especially on the difficulty level we're playing, of potential threats from outside that I want to have I've already had my armor upgraded, and I want to just keep going down that path. Right now, where are my construction ships? Xenia. All right, you're already going there. You're going there. Why don't you come down this direction? Why don't you build the Wither base? All right, so now we're looking into Hadis. Pretty big system. Class M Red Giant in the center. No habitable worlds. How are we doing on research?
Construction completed.
Oh, interesting. I never realized that you can click these. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. You can click these to see your income in a way that stays on the screen until something else closes it. Your specific income for these, because these are multi-category. So this is all of your rare resource income. Right now we don't have any, except for exotic gases. And then this is our research income. And this is where we can see all of our stored research versus monthly gain and produced. Yeah, you have to click this in order to see it. That's why I couldn't find it last episode when I was talking about research, because it used to be that there were separate icons in the same way that these are separate. If you could imagine a volatile gas, exotic gas, rare crystal icon all the way across the top here. Instead, they're grouped. So when you undo the grouping and then point to specific categories, this shows you where things are stored. So next time we have some research stored, we'll look at the system for research again so that you guys have a little bit more. And I want to refresh my memory too, because it's a complex system. But once you kind of get it, once the light comes on, and the light's flickering for me because I haven't looked at its nuances in a while. So the clear understanding has left me again. So we'll work it out together. And there have already been, by the way, I appreciate the few of you who have actually gone to the comment section and started working on explaining some of the details. Not only that, but there was one person whose comment I read who was like, hey, ask questions and we'll work this out together. I consider that a statement both to me and to anyone else who is learning the game. And I really appreciate that contribution from the community. Greetings, patron Nyadzeni and Quali. We have recently been forced to scrap most of our technological equipment due to a major malfunction. Would the materials and scrap be of any use to you by chance? So we can get some minerals, 500 minerals, or we can say we'll repair it for you. Let's say we'll repair it for you, because I want that influence. All right, planetary administration upgrade is almost done on Avalon, which is good news. That'll deal with their amenities issue, for the time being anyway.
We have detected an anomaly.
Ooh. Sanvi Naik has discovered an anomaly in the Hadis system. A vessel of some kind has crashed into the surface of this asteroid. Wreckage from the craft can still be found within the impact crater. Now, this is routine. It's only going to take her 65 days. I'm still going to leave it be for now, because we're going to have other scientists coming in behind her very soon that can take care of that anomaly. I want her to keep going. I would love to have this area locked down as soon as possible. So in the spirit of what I explained earlier, let's go for that. All right, 31 months remaining with the gene clinics. Hopefully we'll get some kind of boost. But it does seem like there's now a job available. Now, I could solve this by building a new district right now, which probably is the best thing to do because there's still a while to go. Let's see. We don't have any farm production on Avalon yet, which is weird. I think I am going to go ahead and convert this to a mining world. It was automatically designated as a rural world, but I would rather have the minerals output increase. And oddly enough, I am going to go ahead and build one farming district because there's not that many districts available. There are some people who are going to say, why aren't you specializing that world entirely? Kind of the min-max approach, like every world should have one specialization that you really pursue. I have a tendency when I play this game to build my districts in a way that I feel like they would be built in reality. Like, this is a beautiful, I mean, look at this. This is a beautiful continental planet. Are you really going to tell me that they haven't built a single farm on this world? No, I don't think so. So there's going to be a little bit of food production there. Grimacing. The very geological structure of Sehutum 3 is indeed in flux, driven by what Science Officer Robert Stiles assures us is a tectonic process as fascinating as it is esoteric. What is of more interest to the unified Solar Republic is that we may be able to strategically halt the planet's ceaseless, chaotic self-transformation. In short, a near-instant stabilization of the planet into something slightly, if not entirely, more habitable is theoretically possible. Robert Stiles estimates that an additional 200 energy credits will be needed to power a thorough mapping of planetary activity and determine the validity of what the science officer has termed a surgical terraforming strike. Actual terraforming lies beyond our grasp at present, so this is an exciting opportunity. The NSS Asimov will have its 200 credits. Oh, tactical terraforming failed. Okay, boo. We are over on our admin cap, so we're going to need to deal with that soonish. We could fix that on Avalon by building administrative offices, and I'm kind of tempted to tell you the truth. But I really want that pop growth. Oh, speaking of pop growth, hang on. Yep. Encourage planetary growth. Let's make sure we keep that up. All right, so this has been built. Let's go ahead and build those mining stations. Still surveying that system, so there's no sense moving forward. I have someone going to Wither, right? So why don't we have you come and build a starbase in Brigaffa. There's an Alpine world and a Tomb world here. We saw that previously. Yeah, the Ag District will resolve both the housing, or not the housing, that's not a housing issue, that's a new building slot, but it will resolve the unemployment issue here. Now, Diomia appears to be done, and you have no orders. So you come investigate that anomaly, please, and then just auto-explore. Now, we do also have an archaeological site up here that we need to start looking into, and we have the archaeological site in Diomia. You can only look into archaeological sites that are in your territory. So maybe once some of these are done, like Robert Stiles, I'm going to have you come back up and excavate that site. You're a sufficient level to try that. Seems like we have 2 science ships working in Hades, which is kind of great because that's a big system, and I'd prefer to move quickly and decisively.
We have detected an anomaly.
Ooh. A large amount of ship debris in the Hades system can be found in orbit around this planet, possibly the remnants of some kind of massive fleet action. Leave be for now. The NSS Cortez has discovered a previously unknown strategic resource on Hades 1, dubbed volatile motes. These preternatural particles contain a tremendous amount of energy which could be exploited in energy production as fuel or even as explosives. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing. Yeah, I know. We've read that part a few times.
Construction completed.
Okay, Atlantis is also ready for its upgrade. That's good news. Still, see, I want to save this for the gene clinics. I do. And Terra Nova just needs a new district type. So let's go for energy here. Always a good idea to do what you can to keep your energy ahead of the curve. If you're in a spot where I just was, where you have like your energy income is fine, your mining income is fine, your food income is fine, you don't have an immediate situation to resolve, err on the side of giving yourself some extra
System
energy.
survey concluded.
Just trust me on that. All right, so that's done in Sahutum. And are you ready to go? No, you're still building that mining station. Why don't you build that next? Oh, wait, no. You know what? Hang on. You need to bring that into our territory. Now notice when you give the order, and this is just for simplicity's sake, because of the way that resource consumption works when things are built. When you give the order to build a new outpost, it consumes the influence right away. If something cancels the build order, you'll get the influence back. All right, now campaigning to elect a new chancellor is underway. Our chancellor is currently, hang on, let's make sure that we are. Yeah, we need a plus 20 energy surplus. So now Zenny Nkwali is going to be in good shape with her mandate. And it looks like she's actually leading the vote right now. We could influence the vote if we wanted to. We don't have enough influence to do so. So we could influence the vote with influence. We're not going to. But that's always a possibility. Now, didn't I give the order for you to... okay, interesting. This goes to what I was just saying. Why don't I stop your order? We're going to get that influence back. Because I'd rather have this system first. I thought I'd already given the order for this to be used, so it shouldn't have... Something must have canceled that order. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This could be interesting. Now let's take a close look. No, it's not showing me yet. We have encountered some form of alien vessels in the Myrick system. These strange objects have been flagged as ETA aliens, and so we can learn more about them. I'm assuming that's the Myrick system. Crap on a stick. We're boxed in. We're boxed in. Now, All right. I want this to be a hostile empire. Because this is just one system. Just one. And if we can lay claim to it during a defensive war, which is what we have to do since we're good guys this run, then we can take this and still expand in this direction. But it seems like we have neighbors, hopefully, well, it depends. Either we're going to expand this way or that way. I would like to go that way, towards the Rock. But we just want to cuddle up with them. Let's say that that's our goal. Okay, so we have a project to investigate the ETA aliens. Finishes in 10 months. If we beat them to it, then we get the influence for having done so. Now, it looks like we have some new options here. This is fantastic. Let me go ahead and, before I unpause, we're going to buy a pile of minerals. It looks like consumer goods are starting to struggle a little bit. So Atlantis is waiting for... Yeah, see, gene clinics are going to take a while now. Huh. And I have lots of issues to resolve. Is it worth... Okay. Now that I know we've got those guys down there, I'm going to shift strategies a little bit. I want to get some issues resolved as soon as possible. So on Earth, I'm going to build a second administrative office. That should help resolve the Empire sprawl. On Atlantis, I'm going to build civilian industries. That should help our near consumer goods shortage that we have. On Avalon, I'm going to build... This is a mining world, so I'm going to build alloy foundries. Okay. Speed 2. Interesting. So hopefully we can lock down the Hades system, because that seems like it's going to be a border system. What kind of empire are they? So they're exploring pretty rapidly. Oh, this is ours. They've already explored. There are orbital stations galore in Myrick, so this is an established neighboring empire. Beneath the battlefield, Brigada 4 used to hold an advanced civilization. It is now dead silent. Alien beasts roam old battlefields that stretch across the surface. In a rocky region, there seems to lie a hidden vault beneath the mountains. If we could get rid of the beasts roaming the landscape, we can investigate it. Let's try and get to it. So the underground vault project. So we need 3 military ships in orbit. That can be arranged. Oh, military ships. So it needs to be you guys. All right, so we're going to send the first fleet to Brigaffa to deal with that. Before we end this episode, I want to find out about my new friends. 8 months away. The NSS Sagan canceled its auto-exploration order. It cannot reach or find any other unsurveyed systems. I'm guessing because someone got... Yeah, Sanvi Naik has been elected Chancellor of the Unified Solar Republic. So resource production has been improved. We got some additional unity there. You saw that bonus affect our time to our next tradition. And it looks like Sanvi is now in charge. All right, so we need to reassign... Oh. Wasn't our old Chancellor a researcher? I thought our old Chancellor was a researcher. All right, well, we have to replace Sanvi. So we can either replace her with someone who's currently in a research position, or we can hire a new one. There aren't many great options because these are all planetary research based. So why don't we see... All right, there's currently a propulsion, biology, and computing project going on at home. We'll take a look at the new mandate in a moment. None of those match. All right, so I'm going to go with the old, youngest recruit rule. Nikolai Ivanikov, you are our new scientist. I'm kind of annoyed. I needed her to help survey this as quickly as possible, and she got elected frickin' Chancellor, right as we're about to encounter some potential hostile aliens to the south. I know I keep pausing. Oh yeah, what's the new mandate? What does she have to do? Okay, so she needs consumer goods surplus of at least 6 per month. We're working on that right now. That's good. All right, so you're taking care of Diomia.
Red alert. Spaceport under fire.
Wow, all the things happening at once. Alarming reports are coming in from some of our traders. Since we have developed space travel, violent fringe groups on Earth have departed our homeworld in increasing numbers, spurning the peaceful ways of our society. These misguided individuals call themselves the Ghost Flotilla. They're in Barnard's Star and have converted several civilian vessels into warships. Living as pirates, they now prey on our vulnerable trade routes in the Barnard Star system, and their wanton attacks have led to many deaths. Drastic measures may be needed to protect our people. We should be better than this. Yes, we should. All right, so thankfully, our ships are... Where are they? They're still in Seoul, because I've been paused since I gave these orders. So I'm going to Control-Shift-Click. Okay, never mind. That was a... Oh, it just did it again. Right-clicking with military ships is a little different from right-clicking with science ships. You don't get context menus, and it can be very... it can throw you off. So we're going to queue this up to be done after we kill the pirates. But then, let's go ahead before I unpause here. I'm still going to get to the end of this episode and figure out who do we have. We've got the Kanatsa Authority. Didn't give us a pop-up for them. We just identified them. The Natsa Authority. They're honor-bound warriors. They're xenophile, fanatic militarist, environmentalist, and cutthroat. Yeah, we didn't get a hello message from them. Not sure what's going on there. Okay, well, the Hades starbase is being built. It looks like they've just locked down Murik, which is good. If I can maybe antagonize them? I don't know. I might play a little bit of a political game because I don't know that I want to be boxed in. I've got some awesome things to be boxed in with. So it could be worse. And also, I appreciate the people who reminded me that this wormhole and this system are connected. Because indeed they are. Okay, so let's take out our pirates, shall we? Let's at least enjoy this combat. And then we'll end the episode because evidently we're not going to get to... What's going on? That's good enough. Evidently we're not going to get to the encounter phase of that entire research project. I'm not sure why. And what we'll do at the beginning of the next episode is talk a little bit about starbase placement. Okay. All right, so it looks like we need to re-up our deal for additional influence per month, which is fine. I am totally okay with doing that. Looks like it's going to cost me pretty significantly, but that will improve their opinion of us. Okay, so that's being taken care of, and now these guys are headed to the underground vault. All right, well, on that note, the pirates have been taken care of. We've encountered the Natsa Authority, who, let's take another look at them real quick. They're superior to us in fleet power, but equivalent in tech level and economy level. They were a prosperous unification. What were the, Rock. They were also a prosperous unification. Prosperous unification. All right, well. Cool looking, though. I kind of want to harm relations with them. I kind of want to become antagonistic toward them so that I can claim that system. And I might do it, but we'll make that decision in the beginning of the next episode. We also have to decide where we're going to place. I have a really good idea, actually, for where we're going to place our starbase to get things going here. We got Iostars set up. And now that I know, by the way, I appreciate the reminders about these systems being connected because I've done that question before. I just forgotten about it. And now that I know what's going on there, there's less of a need to have a really heavily fortified starbase there. Maybe there is, but eventually we can dismantle it because we know where the wormhole leads. It leads to right there. So, for now, I'll stop this one here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.